We should have sound now. But it was
I
literally
hope
just
we're
a few
back.
seconds.
Okay. Can we start this Tuesday show?
I wish.
Boy, we suck today, and I am sorry. What the hell is going on? We had our Mizzou show yesterday. We had technical issues right out of the gate. I was like, come on, let's rock and roll. No, thank you guys. We appreciate it. So we're talking about this story. Guy gets his car stolen underneath the Amoco sign. He left his car running. He said he'll never do that again. Okay, I get it. Thank you, Sarah. We appreciate it. I don't know. There's some weird stuff going on around here.
I agree.
So he comes out. He calls 911. He can't really get any help for 27 minutes. They can't figure out where he is, whether he is in St. Louis City or St. Louis County, because that's the dividing line. 27 minutes to get help on 911 after his car was stolen. Eventually, he went to St. Louis City to file a report, and he's like, what's going on over here? He's an attorney too, so I mean, he knows what to do. He said he was never asked what the description of his car was. They just said, what address are you at? So he told them the address. But then there was confusion whether it was city or the county, and that led to 30 minutes of him waiting. 6 calls to 911, and he couldn't get help. That's when all this city, county, all that stuff goes into play. I mean, you're talking about 911, you need help. The city county line cuts right through nearby Cheshire Hotel itself.
And they wonder why people are moving out to surrounding counties.
Richmond Heights officers told the attorney that he was definitely standing in the city, so he took an Uber downtown to file his report. Then he tracked his car himself to Jennings, where he says St. Louis County police did respond. And he said they sent about 5 officers at once. So he was grateful that he found the car, and then 5 officers showed up on scene. He was singing the county's praises, as he should be. I appreciate what they do. They said, though, in a statement to Fox 2 last night, St. Louis police confirmed the car was stolen. They said, quote, it's important to note that as calls for service come in, they are triaged based on severity and if a crime is in progress or if weapons are involved, which is why they say the call was pushed back. Police added a warning that people should never leave their car running. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
People do dumb things. We get it.
In dumb places.
It took 8 seconds for his car to be stolen. That's it. That's why I was like, who's had their car stolen in St. Louis? Mine wasn't 8 seconds. Mine was overnight as I was sleeping. There was also video because ring cameras with video that showed this car theft ring. And it was a one-way street, one way in, one way. You come in and you leave the same way. And video showed one car pull in, one guy gets out, one guy continues to drive, and he's checking all the cars as he's going down the street. We found a rental. Pulled the rental. They both drove off together. They stopped and talked right in front of a ring camera on the street. One went, then the other one went right behind him. So it took 8 seconds for this guy's car to be stolen right there near the Cheshire Inn. But he found it dented. The license plates were missing. The consoles were torn out because they thought there was a tracker in there. The tracker was elsewhere. He says he's still waiting for a police response in regards to the hope of nabbing whoever did it. And then he says, and he's like, hey, I did something stupid, but we shouldn't live in a city where you turn your back for 8 seconds and your car's gone. Especially there in that area, in the Amicos. The big Amoco sign, the iconic Amoco sign.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, even that area is not the greatest of areas, but.
It's not bad.
No, it's not.
No,
it's
it should not
horrible,
be bad.
no.
It should not be bad. That's where I was like, what the heck is going on? But so you've never had a car stolen because you've probably never left your car unlocked.
I used to leave my car unlocked. Well, I've had stereo stolen. I've had money stolen, but I've never had the whole vehicle stolen.
Like how much money?
Just change and stuff like you were saying. They just get in there and they get all the change out of the middle console or whatever. Probably kids wanting cigarette money or something.
I still can't believe people would actually try to steal somebody else's car.
Right.
And I mean, really think about what's going through the thought process to steal.
Apparently they're getting away with it, so they're
well, maybe
keep doing it.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, hell. 8 seconds?
Yeah. It took
in the morning?
What was that movie, Gone in 60 Seconds?
Yeah.
It took them 60 seconds. It only took this guy 8. There's some pros here in St. Louis.
But he found it pretty fast.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. If you are somebody that's contemplating stealing a vehicle, there are GPS trackers in a lot of these vehicles, okay?
Right.
There are cameras. Don't do it. Those are deterrents. But a lot of times these are kids or younger people doing it. Not every time, but younger people who are doing it.
I actually have a dash cam in my car. So as soon as there's motion, or as soon as the car senses motion, it starts recording.
You have dash cam?
I do. I used to drive for Uber, man.
Okay. But wait a second though. How many people have car cameras in the St. Louis area? I always see those videos from people driving around Russia. Looks like Russians have the video cameras.
Well, I mean, think about it. I've been in some car accidents recently. I mean, that's why I put the thing back in my car, is because I'm a magnet.
So you're expecting to be in car
accidents. A magnet for it.
Is it the way you drive?
No, it's the way people drive around me.
Oh, there you go. Oh my gosh.
I'm always getting hit though. That's the problem. If I could see if I was like a horrible driver and I was hitting everybody, but I'm getting hit. I'm a magnet for it.
So this guy, 8 seconds, car stolen. If anybody has any of those stories, I want to hear about them. Share them throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area. I know crime happens everywhere. I was just shocked. Broad daylight, 8 seconds. Somebody jumps in the vehicle, and then it's found in Jennings not that long after. But if you track the vehicle down, I mean, that's a little. You're going to find. I mean, you get in a car to go get the vehicle. Do you feel safe going to look for your car?
Well, no, because they're going to leave it. Well, you never know if they left it in a spot.
Please tell you not to track it down yourself.
Yeah, that's dangerous. Because they could still be around.
But he found it himself after waiting, though.
Well, sometimes you got to take it into your own hands.
It is interesting. I know with all kinds of things can happen in St. Louis. You're listening, and any city. You're listening to Arch City Now. I'm Vic Faust. That's the voice of Projo. Projo, feel free to show yourself on camera when you talk. We love it when you do. You can watch us on YouTube and X, Arch City Now. Arch City Now. You can also stream everything with our show and other shows on the network at luinfo.com. Once again, luinfo.com. You can give us a call if you want to jump in. 855-282-8255. That is 855-282-8255. We can talk about whatever you want. The chat line is open. You do that on X and YouTube. Literally, X and YouTube. You can jump in right there where you're streaming, make a comment, give a shout out, talk about the St. Louis area, whatever it is, anything you want to get off your chest. What's got the needle moving for you today? And of course, we'll break that down. We'll get it out there for you. Also, if you want to send us an email, you can do that. archcitynow@gmail.com. archcitynow@gmail.com. If you have ideas for shows, if you have ideas for guests, anything that you want to let us know, you can email us at that standpoint as well. We got people back on the line. Cardinals lost last night, 7-0. Yeah. Expecting the Cardinals to go to Pittsburgh and dominate after they had just swept Cleveland. Yeah, too much to ask. 4 hits. Redbirds 3 games behind the Cubs. It could be worse, though. So, they only had 4 hits. They send Palante to the mound tonight, but they face Paul Skeens, who could be the best pitcher in Major League Baseball, the young phenom. He is something else, and he's got the lowest ERA in the National League, 2.12. Cardinals will be taking that on today. So wish them the best from that standpoint. Also, something happened, and we talked about it yesterday. There was a gas explosion of a house that occurred. This was in State Park Place early Monday morning, about 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Those things can happen. Fortunately, everybody lived, but you're talking about a family of 5. They have significant burns, injuries. Family said that they'd been telling Ameren for days they smelled gas. Have you ever been in one of those situations? I was down working in some houses post tornado, and I had some people, tornado victims, going, "Does it smell like gas?" And I was like, "Yeah, it does." Now they had turned it off, so but there were still some of those gassy smells. You've got a family that was telling Ameren, "Listen, we smell gas," and sure enough, there's a house explosion a couple days later. I'm like, "Holy moly!" I'm just grateful that everybody. The kids, there were 2 young kids in the house that were in the house when it exploded. They had some severe burns in their feet, um, things like that. So, yeah, it makes you wonder. It makes you think about what's happening. Do you trust what's happening? I've been in a house once where I smelled gas, and my smelling is terrible. My sense of smell is
That's a pretty distinct odor, though.
it is.
Yeah.
Almost like an eggy smell,
Yeah.
maybe.
Did you know they add that smell to it because natural gas is actually odorless?
Is odorless.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did hear the first time I heard that. I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay." I guess they had to find out it was odorless somehow.
Yeah.
Dear God, help
Somebody
us
paid the
all.
price for that one.
Yeah, no, somebody did, like a lot of things in life. So that family, I wonder what would happen now. Do they get their house is gone. There's injuries.
There's some negligence going on there,
There's
I think.
reports of them reporting, quote, gas smells. And and we've seen people have more serious consequences when it comes to house explosions and what's happening and what are we going to do with this? So, yeah, if anybody has any of those stories as well, let us know. We were also talking about the situation with the cars. Yeah.
I have to say, Spire is on it, though. Like, I hit a gas line one time mowing my lawn.
How did you hit the gas line?
I don't know. There was a capped off line that was sticking out of the ground. I had just moved into the house, so I had no idea it was there. First time mowing the lawn, knocked right into it. All of a sudden, I hear this hiss. I immediately let go of the lawnmower to let it shut off. I dragged my lawnmower around, and I immediately call 911. They shut off the like they had to evacuate the neighborhood because the smell, like you could smell it down the street. It was crazy. And yeah, I'm lucky I didn't blow up.
You would have flown.
Mm-hmm.
Big Pro Joe would have flown. That is scary, man.
But Spire was there within like 10 minutes. They had everything done within like 30 minutes. They had the line capped off, buried within like 30 minutes.
Okay, there you go. And that's
So-
how it should be done.
Yeah.
You don't be dealing with those kinds of things.
Nope.
My gosh. Yeah. Anyway, we appreciate you guys jumping in on the show. If you have any stories that you want to share from that in the St. Louis area, you can let us know. 855-282-8255. Once again, that's 855-282-8255. 2 stories that we're coming out of the gate with today. Cars stolen. Have you ever had any cars stolen or known of any situations where people have had their cars stolen in the St. Louis area? That's because an attorney yesterday, right underneath the Amoco sign, going in to get a Starbucks coffee right there near the Amoco sign, the Cheshire Inn, and the Starbucks, leaves his car open or running for 7-8 seconds, and somebody steals it as he runs in. So that's somebody's targeting you. So now you know when you're driving, no matter where you go, sunny, nice, looking around, somebody's targeting you. That's what I got out of that. And then obviously we have the situation we were just talking about when it comes to, you ever smelled gas in your home and then you want to report it? Always report it. I don't care. If you smell something, always report it. Don't just say, "Oh, it's probably my imagination." No, if you smell something, report it. Do not, I repeat, do not say, "Yeah, well, we'll just see. We'll see what's going on." Report it. That's why there's a report line. If you smell gas, if you sense it, smell it, whatever, let the proper people know so that you can take care of all of those issues. We're here. This is Arch City Now till 8:00 every morning, 6 to 8 a.m., talking about things that are happening in the St. Louis area. Getting you up and going. It's a beautiful morning. The sun's shining. It's July 1st. First day of the month. June just zipped by. I don't know about you, but it seemed like me and Pro Joe it did. Going to be an absolutely gorgeous day. 85 for the high, sunny, no real clouds. I don't think there's any clouds out there. We've got birds flying into our windows, the poor things. Thudding every day.
I think it's like a mirror, like reflection. And they think that they're flying just fine. They hit a window.
Yeah, you've walked through some doors, right, in your life?
Mm-hmm.
You've seen the videos.
Oh, yeah.
You've seen the viral videos, people walking into doors.
That
glass is so damn clean.
Yeah,
you're going to walk right through it.
That's an all-day headache.
If there's any other stories that are happening, what's moving the needle for you? This show is all about St. Louis, what people are talking about. Let us know. It's not one of those things where there's tons going on in the area, but maybe there is. And we get into it. That's what we try to do every Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. And then, of course, following us, Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Jansen, the former St. Louis Blue, and the Cardinals broadcaster, Jim the Cat Hayes. When it comes to the Cardinal baseball, yeah, it was not fun for Jim covering that last night. It's like, what happened? The Cardinals did not show up, but that's all right. Those things happen. We talk about it. St. Louis will be hosting soccer tomorrow night, 6 p.m. for the start time. U.S. men's national team taking on Guatemala in the semifinals of the Gold Cup. The winner will go to the championship to take on the winner of Honduras and Mexico. So it'd be nice to get down there to Energizer Park, promote the team, promote the event. It'll be a nice night to go take in some soccer. It's another activity to do this summer. That's for sure. Just seeing what you can find, seeing what's happening all over this area. By the way, and it's one of those things, if you ever, we do this, if you don't give shout outs for coffee shops, shout outs for donut places or breakfast places, we're the breakfast show. Let us know.
Who's your favorite? What area?
Yeah. Give your area a shout out. Who needs a shout out? That's what we do, trying to bring everything to you as we do Monday through Friday when it comes to bringing up and promoting every area of the St. Louis metropolitan area. That's the Illinois side. It's south, it's north, it's west. You name it, we're here. And of course, we appreciate you liking, subscribing, sharing the show as well.
We should start a segment. Where'd you go to school?
No, we're not doing that. I refuse. I refuse to do that. That's not going to happen. I promise you, that's not going to happen. No. I was trying to be a little more serious because that 911 system was not working when the guy had his car stolen. Are you in the city or are you in the county? You're on the borderline. Dude, my car was stolen. Just get here and help me. Well, are you in the county or the city? It's like 27 minutes later. Yeah, somebody may have left their car running, but still, police should be able to get there quickly.
Reminds me of that Public Enemy song. 911's a joke.
Oh, there you go. You're going back in the day on that one.
I am showing my age.
You are showing your age. Guys, we're going to take a quick break here. When we come back, there is a vacant tower in the St. Louis city, which was one of the tallest towers in America, actually in the world. I'll tell you about that coming up. Brad Pitt's home was hospitalized, the former Mizzou guy. Who's going to vandalize Brad Pitt's house? Like those things, wouldn't you think they're fortified with security? Anyway, we are the Lou Information Station. We're live and on demand at louinfo.com. Vic Faust here, Pro Joe alongside. We'll be back with more right after this.
Want to learn about the best places to eat in the Lou? Tune in to Dinner Rush with Joe Fresta each Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Summer in St. Louis means one thing: Cardinals baseball. It's more than a game. It's an STL tradition. The crack of the bat, the roar of the crowd, the boom of the fireworks. It's the soundtrack to summer for Cardinals Nation. So grab your cap and glove and take your spot in the stands. Because in St. Louis, baseball is more than a melody. It's our favorite song. Hey, Cardinal fans, hydrate like a champ. Head to the ballpark Saturday, July 12th as the Cardinals take on the Braves. That day, 20,000 fans 16 and older score a City Connect tumbler courtesy of Coca-Cola and Quick Trip. Stay cool and sip in style all summer long with this 30-ounce stainless steel tumbler. Don't miss out on this fan-favorite giveaway. Grab your tickets today at cardinals.com/promotions.
This is Nolan Gorman, St. Louis Cardinals for the Lou. Fenton Bar and Grill, home of the best trash wings in the St. Louis area and the best servers in town. Fenton Bar and Grill is located on Rudder Road in Fenton, just minutes away from the soccer park. Open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., so anytime is a good time to enjoy Fenton Bar and Grill. While you're there, say hi to Chuck, the 2024 Mater D of the Year, and know you'll always be around people that love sports. It's a guaranteed great time at Fenton Bar and Grill. Learn more at FentonBarandGrill.com.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. No names revealed as yet in that deadly wrong-way head-on crash Friday night on I-55. Police say they received reports of a Kia SUV entering the interstate going the wrong way from the Truman Parkway exit prior to the crash. A man in his 40s was pulled out of Big River Saturday at Rockford Park. The call came in about 5:30 p.m. Officials saying the man was not conscious and not breathing when he was pulled out of the river. He was taken to an area hospital where he is listed in critical condition. A man died while stuck in an industrial oven at a cereal plant in Perryville last week. Efforts to free him were unsuccessful. More than 100 Black-owned businesses took part in the Black Wall Street 314 Festival in North St. Louis Saturday. Sunday, more than 100 musicians are performing at a concert, a benefit hosted by the St. Louis Symphony Orchestra at the Fox Theater downtown to support tornado relief efforts. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com, I'm Peter Killeen.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. We have a cold front off to our west. It will stay pretty hot around our area today, though. A shower or thunderstorm possible. Mix of sun and clouds, and we're headed for about 90 and very humid. The heat index at about 100. Might get some showers overnight. We're in the upper 60s and then slightly cooler on Tuesday, sunny and upper 80s. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Looking to get organized and support local? At St. Louis Closet Company, we've been designing custom closets and storage solutions right here in St. Louis for over 30 years. From walk-in closets to home offices and even pantries. We create personalized, organized spaces that fit your lifestyle and your space. Built locally and installed professionally. Call 314-781-9000 for your free estimate or visit stlouisclosetco.com today.
This 4th of July, remember the proud, honorable men and women of our military sacrificing for our freedom. Take time to pray for their safe return home. This salute brought to you by Kim Materials Incorporated of Old Monroe, locally owned and operated, serving Old Monroe and the surrounding areas with years of quality and pride. Visit KimMaterials.com. That's Kim Materials Incorporated of Old Monroe, proud supporters of our heroes in uniform and on the air because they care.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page and follow all the station's social media accounts and podcasts. Find out how at louinfo.com. Back to more of Arch City Now with Vic Faust on the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
This 4th of July, remember the proud, honorable men and women of our military sacrificing for our freedom. Take time to pray for their safe return home. This salute brought to you by Kim Materials Incorporated of Old Monroe, locally owned and operated, serving Old Monroe and the surrounding areas with years of quality and pride. Visit KimMaterials.com. That's Kim Materials Incorporated of Old Monroe, proud supporters of our heroes in uniform and on the air because they care.
The Lou Information Station content can be found online at louinfo.com, on our Lou Info YouTube page, and you can find all our local shows on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Just search by name or find all the links at louinfo.com. Unfiltered conversations, real people, real stories, real impact. Back to more of Arch City Now with Vic Faust on the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Hey guys, welcome back into the show. We appreciate you joining us this morning. It is Tuesday, July 1st. Vic Faust here, Pro Joe in the house. Nothing like spilling coffee all over your laptop and your desk. Oh, of course, nobody's ever done that before, right?
Right.
Exactly.
It's a hell of a Tuesday morning, I'll tell you.
No, Joe, no. Just because the Sono bus wasn't hooked up or whatever they call it. The Sono bus. Hey, guys, what's happening in your neck of the woods? Good morning. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. We love joining you Monday through Friday here just to talk, get you going. What's happening in the St. Louis area? That's what we talk about. Interviews. We got a lot of interviews coming up. You have to schedule those things with people. It's not always the easiest thing to get people early in the morning. That's for sure. I've noticed that when it comes to radio, when it comes to podcasting, and it comes to a specific niche topic like we do with St. Louis and anything and everything. But we're open for ideas. If you guys want to talk about certain things, let us know. We'll do that for sure. Also, as we continue to talk about this beautiful day, 85 degrees, sunny. It's definitely a day to get outside, enjoy the area, enjoy whatever it is that you've got going on. A couple of the stories that we talked about already today. Gentleman had his car stolen. He left it on for 8 seconds. He got out of his car to go get a coffee, Starbucks over in the Amico area, Cheshire End. Somebody jumped in his car, took off with it. He found it, had a tracker, found it in Jennings. It was dented, license plates torn off. Because you can take those license plates, and put them on another vehicle and go commit a crime? Is that why?
Yeah. Well, and it's harder to flag that it's not a legitimate.
Yeah. It's like, hey, what do you have to get a plate run? Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're fine. We're good to go. I don't know. For some reason, that just hit me weird. I don't like Vic. Don't be stupid. People are doing things all the time, but I know that area well. I'm in that area a lot, over by the Cheshire Inn, Amico, and then you're like, huh. 8 seconds. Somebody literally has to be sitting there waiting for you.
I mean, you think about it. You pull up to a gas station. Somebody could be sitting there waiting for people to do this. Like, okay, that guy left. That guy left the car on. I'm just going to go take his car right now. So, turn your car off. Lock your doors.
It sounds easy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It sounds so easy talking about that subject. Also, that was a 911 system as well. After that, took him 27 minutes to get a response, because there was confusion on whether it was St. Louis County or St. Louis City. Okay, it happens. As we were going to break, we told you about this. The one AT&T Center building, it's at 1010 Pine Street, East Pine Street, downtown St. Louis. It's been named by a U.S. Insider as the 8th tallest vacant building in the world. It's vacant right now. This was a big news story. I covered it, in years past. But if you're not familiar with it, it's 588 feet. It was built in 1985. It was left empty in 2007 when AT&T did not renew its lease. So literally, it's been sitting there vacant for that long. That's a huge, 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 huge building. Talking almost 600 feet tall. So, the building, just one of 4 buildings noted in the report that's located in the United States. Those other vacant buildings in the U.S. that were as tall as this, there's the Plaza Tower, New Orleans. That's 531 feet. You've got One Seaport, New York City, 670 feet. That's big. Oceanwide Plaza in LA, 677 feet. And then they've got a finance tower in China. That's the world's largest. That's almost 2,000 feet in northern China.
Just abandoned buildings?
Abandoned buildings.
Wow.
At least there's a plan for the one in St. Louis. I mean, as long as you get a plan, that's a better situation. For the one AT&T Center, real estate firm is planning to revitalize the 1.4 million square foot tower into a mixed use development and have as many as 600 apartments. 600 apartments down there on Pine Street. I don't know. Does that sell out?
Yeah,
Is
I'm
it a
sure
better
it will.
situation?
It's real close to the ballpark. It's close to everything. I don't see how it couldn't sell out.
You know what? That's true. They're gonna add, okay. The Goldman Group bought the building. You want to talk about getting a deal, buying something for pennies on the dollar? $3.6 million is what they paid for that.
Wow.
Guess what it was initially bought for? $205 million.
That sounds more like it.
Much less than its 2006 price of $205 million. So the Goldman Group got it for $3.6 million. 18 years later? So they get a bargain. You pay $3.6 million. That's a huge bargain. So what they're planning on doing, the real estate firm plans to add amenities such as an observation deck, indoor pickleball, and a movie theater. So, you're there, you on Pine Street, you put some security there. Could be a good place to live. I mean, I already told you, a guy who I know, a friend of mine, they're revitalizing the Landing. They've got full occupancy in multiple buildings that they've redone, including Cardinal baseball players. 11 or 12 of them live in one of those places on the Landing, live on the Landing. I mean, it's amazing when you think about it. So yeah, there can be revitalization, but I think about that. I'm like, my gosh, we'd love to see things in downtown be better, but a building that was $205 million in 2006, now just $3.6 million. So more power to them. 1.4 million square foot building when it comes to finding things.
And that's dead center downtown. That is, I can't believe, million. Like, it's not even, it floors me.
Yeah, floors me as well too, bud. Gosh, man, oh man, oh man, oh man. The other story, we talk about that and real estate. Are there buildings in the St. Louis area, metropolitan area, that are vacant, that were once packed, that were once vibrant, that once made you think? I mean, it's every time I drive on 270. So you're traveling 270 west if you're coming from like North County. And let's say you're on 270, you're heading towards West County. And you're passing Bridgeton, you're coming up to St. Charles Rock Road. There's a little building I used to roller skate at. It was a roller skating place. I have tons of memories there. It's still there. The building still sits there. It looks like it's abandoned. I'm not sure what's there. But I think about that all the time. I was like, damn, I remember all those 6th, 7th, 8th grade nights at the roller skating rink. It's still there. Do you ever pass by buildings? What buildings used to be something that maybe aren't now, where you have memories from as well? I just look at that.
I have areas. There's an elementary school that used to be in Richmond Heights, right off of 61. Now it's an apartment complex. They tore it down. It used to have like one of the biggest slides. Like, I was there when they installed the slide. I forget the name. It was Richmond Heights.
In Richmond Heights?
Yeah, it was. I can't remember the name of the school. However, I went to first grade there, and now it's just an apartment complex. They leveled it and put an apartment complex there.
Wow.
Yep.
What year was that?
Oh my God. When I was in first grade?
Yeah, I guess I'm not. Yeah, I guess I'm not surprised. I shouldn't say wow. Those things happen.
Well, they just did this within the past like 5-6 years. Tore it down and put up the apartment complex.
A lot of apartment complexes going up.
Yeah,
and we talked about too throughout the area.
Mm-hmm.
I know. This is Arch City Now. Vic Faust here, Projo. We're here till 8 o'clock today. What's moving the needle for you? We talk about the headlines, things that are going on. If people bring up certain topics, we get into it. What's moving the needle for you? What's happening in government? What's happening in finance? What's happening in your local areas? All those sorts of things. That's what we do here. We appreciate it when you like, subscribe, and share our show. Of course, we tell you a lot, but we continue to do that because we're still new. You can stream us. You can watch us on X and YouTube, Arch City Now. You can also stream us at luinfo.com. And that's everything that's happening with our network from the morning to the night, all the local programming, everything that's about St. Louis. You name it, we'll talk about it. And we'll get into some of those things as well. I found out, now I was looking at this. Who's going to rob like we've heard a lot in the last year to 2 years, specifically last year, celebrities being robbed, professional athletes, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. These homes have to, that who lives there. So these homes getting targeted. Brad Pitt, the latest last week. People know he's gone. He's been out promoting F1, his new movie, which, by the way, brought in a massive amount first weekend at the box office. F1. So somebody goes in and robs Brad Pitt's house.
He has a house here in St. Louis?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
not that I know of.
Right.
This one was out in California.
Oh, okay.
But he's a Mizzou guy, so that's why.
Right.
There's Joe's like looking.
I'm looking for the connection.
Where's the St. Louis connection, Rick? Springfield, Missouri via Mizzou to Hollywood. There you go.
There you go.
We'll cover it. I mean, are those inside jobs?
I mean, it definitely sounds like it for sure.
We talked earlier about, have you had your car stolen in St. Louis? Have you ever been robbed? I was never robbed in this area, but I was robbed in Columbia, Missouri. Apartment was robbed when I was in Columbia. And that goes all the way back to college. So I'm just, it's interesting when people target you. Why did it happen? What was going on? What were the circumstances? What did people get away with? I was just surprised. I'm like, those homes are fortified, right?
You would think.
Brad Pitt's home is going to be fortified.
Yeah.
Security at next level. But somehow, some way, people get in, they get out, they disarm systems. And if they can do it to Brad Pitt and Patrick Mahomes, I mean, I know they have probably a whole lot more to get than the average person. What could they do to us?
Right.
What could thieves and crime groups do and try to find out those things?
I know they're not getting much from me.
And you certainly don't have a guard dog.
Yeah, no.
That's for sure. Your dog might be so cute they may stop what they're doing and just, oh, look at him, look at him.
Yeah, that's how he's catching them.
What's his name again, Mr. Something?
Vader.
Oh, it's Vader.
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
I did not name him.
Projo will pop up a pic of Darth Vader because he loves showing his dog. And we will show you this cute dog. It's one of the cutest dogs I've seen. Does he have a special grooming contour to his face, or is that just kind of how he normally looks?
That's just kind of how he normally looks. I took him to the groomer one time. They overdid it, and I won't take him back. So he just has messy hair all the time.
All right, that's a cute. That is a cute dog, Darth Vader, who's all of about 2 pounds, and you're a 300-pound man.
Yeah.
I love it. That is so
Big
that's
guy
awesome.
and a little dog.
Hey guys, this is Art City Now. Like, subscribe, share the show. We are your information station. We're live and on demand at luinfo.com. If there's a topic you want to talk about, let us know. We'll get into it. We'll come back. We'll reset the stage with several things that are happening throughout the area this week. And it is the 4th of July week. We'll talk about some things to do as well. Back with more right after this.
This 4th of July, remember the proud, honorable men and women of our military sacrificing for our freedom.
Broadcasting live from the J. Randolph Jr. Studios, this is the Lou Information Station, KLIS 590 AM, Wood River, St. Louis.
USA Radio News, I'm John Summers. Voting and negotiation continues this morning in the Senate, where lawmakers have been working through the night on President Trump's massive spending bill. Republican senators are working to resolve differences over cuts to Medicaid, green energy tax credits, and other measures that would be needed to fund the bill's tax cuts. A trade deal expected to lower U.S. tariffs on UK goods has taken effect. British car manufacturers will see a reduction in export tariffs, which is expected to save manufacturers hundreds of millions of dollars. The aerospace sector will see the removal of a 10% tariff on engines and aircraft parts. The British government says the deal will keep UK manufacturers competitive while protecting British jobs. Meanwhile, President Trump suggested there won't be a trade deal with Japan.
In a post post on Truth Social, the president said the trading partner will be getting a letter from the administration to set a tariff rate. Post comes after months of officials insisting that talks are progressing with trading partners, including Japan, as well as with India and Vietnam. Trump has previously said that he will send letters to trading partners to establish tariff rates ahead of the July 8th expiration on the pause to his reciprocal tariffs. I'm Chris Coraggio.
Jury deliberations are underway during the Sean Diddy Combs sex crimes trial in Lower Manhattan. Here's Kristen Marks.
The jury got the case after the judge instructed jurors Monday morning on 5 counts, including sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy, that the hip-hop mogul pleaded not guilty to. This follows closing arguments last week when prosecutors told the jury it was time to find Diddy guilty, that he forced his exes to take part in freak-offs using his power, violence, and fear, and that his inner circle was involved in the sex trafficking of his former partners, as well as other illegal activities. The defense argued that the government was overzealous and that their client was only guilty of having a swinger lifestyle.
From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
Let's see, if something costs less, a lot less, but people are actually happier with it, that sounds like something to look into. And that's MetaShare. Maybe you've heard joining MetaShare can save you or your family up to $500 a month. And that's huge, but it's also true. People are just happier with it. They love being part of something that reflects and promotes their values and what they believe in. MetaShare works too. It's been around for 30 years now, and members have shared more than $7 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. You can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with. Here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 855-SHARE-40. 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 855-SHARE-40.
The state of
Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At US Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With US Med,
What
I
are you
can
talking
finally
about,
manage
Greg?
my diabetes without it managing me.
US Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With US Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose US Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. US Med. Better service, better care. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. That's 800-891-6335.
Hey, listen to me. I'm one of the credit cards in your wallet. I'm about to explode and pop like a balloon. You're using me and my brothers way too much. Your credit cards aren't the only ones annoyed. It's your paycheck that doesn't have enough to pay everything. Save your credit cards, your paycheck, and yourself a lot of PAIN. Pain. Call the debt helpline now, not tomorrow, right now. Our experts will show you how you can cut your interest rates and your payments on your credit cards in half. Credit card companies have special assistance programs designed to help you. Make this 100% free call right now and learn how you could get out of credit card debt. Here's the number.
800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. That's 800-406-6569. Paid for by Zero Debt.
The Lou Information Station presents Arch City Now with Vic Faust.
Hey, let's get it on July 1st. Welcome back to the show, Arch City Now. Vic Faust here, Pro Joe alongside. Glad you guys are with us today. Looks like it's going to be a fantastic day from a weather standpoint throughout the St. Louis area. 85 and sunny. We'll take it every day of the week, that's for sure, especially after what we had all last week. I'm alongside Pro Joe, our producer. Pro Joe takes care of business. Can we see your dog again? We want to see your dog again. I got a text him. I said, that is a cute dog. That's our show mascot. That is Arch City Now's mascot.
I'm going to have to bring him in someday.
That is Darth. Vader. Well, people would rather see and listen to Darth more than they would us. I mean, it is what it is, especially early in the morning. If you're having a rough day, you just look at a picture of Darth. Do you call him Darth Vader, or do you just call him Vader?
I just call him Vader. I call him a lot of things. Vader is the yeah, I have many nicknames for him.
All right. Thank you. I just needed that. Whenever there's a mess up or whenever I'm going to get angry at you, or if I get angry, just show me a picture of Darth. I'll be okay. All right. It calms everything down. It calms me down. Hey, guys, what's happening in St. Louis today? What's going on in your neck of the woods? Let's talk about it. That's what this show is about. Anything and everything. St. Louis, what's going on? What's happening this week, this weekend? It's the 4th of July. Do you have plans? Chesterfield Athletic Association gave us a shout out in regards to they have their fireworks extravaganza. That's Friday night. I think their events with food trucks and things start at like 6:30 games. Their fireworks go at 9 p.m. But I don't know. There has to be like 50 different firework events going on this week. I think starting even like tomorrow night and or Thursday night, all the way through Saturday. Those are the scheduled things that are going up. So let us know what you're doing. Are you staying in town? Are you heading out of town? Keep us posted from that standpoint. Also, when it comes to what's happening, Cardinals lost last night, 7-0. They get to face Paul Skeens tonight on top of it. They're in Pittsburgh. Go figure, they're rocking and rolling. You think they're going to go, and at least I did, and dominate the Pirates. Not so fast. They just didn't show up. Hopefully they do tonight because it doesn't get any better. Paul Skeens might be the best pitcher or best pitcher in the National League. Skubal, Detroit's pitcher, their starter, might be the best in the league. Skeens is definitely one of the top two. Splitting hairs at that point, in my humble opinion. Anyway, Cardinals like to get back on track. They're 3 games behind the Chicago Cubs for first place. Okay. United States men's national soccer team will be in action tomorrow night, 6 p.m. over it's the Energizer Park. That's where the St. Louis City men's team plays. Should be a nice night. Obviously, it's warm. It's summer. It's supposed to be, but not the brutal, oppressive heat that we had last week. That could be a fun night for yourself, your friends, the family, whatever. Go support the men's team. They're not here all that often playing in games that are actually meaningful and non-friendlies. This is a semifinal Gold Cup game with the winner going to play in the championship against Honduras or Mexico. So that will be pretty good as well. If anything else is happening in your neck of the woods, keep us posted. We'll let you do that. Give us a shout out. You can send us an email, archcitynow@gmail.com. Once again, archcitynow@gmail.com. If you want to join us on the radio chat, you can do that as well. The phone number to call is 855-282-8255. Once again, that's 855-282-8255. Love it when you guys do that. If you want to join the show via video link, we can send you that too. Also, if you want to jump in on the chat line, it's simple. You go to YouTube or X. Once again, YouTube or X, Arch City Now, and we will do everything that we can to get your quote out there. Okay. We were talking about some of the things that were going on earlier in the show, so we do that first before we move on to our next topics. I'm not quite understanding what Greg was saying. Can you make sense of what we saw? Greg may be texting and drinking.
I think he just woke up. Poor guy.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Sorry, just woke up. Roughed up from the weather. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Not quite. I can't even make sense of that. I love you, Greg. I have no idea what's going on there.
It sounds like Greg's having the same kind of start of the morning as we did.
As you did.
Yeah.
If it's going great, it's we. If it's not going great, then it's your problem.
Gotcha. Noted.
And we're glad. We just try to have fun here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. We take you into Hot Take Central 2.0. We'd like to get into some of the stories. News are happening in St. Louis, around the country, localizing it from that standpoint as well. I did see this come down. Can't we all be happy? Does anybody know a family that has chickens? Do you have chickens, Projo? You strike me as somebody.
I would.
That would have.
I absolutely would.
Chickens.
I absolutely would if I had the room.
You would, right?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought you would be that person. Well, I mean, we got a situation where, there's a woman she's doing everything she can to keep her chickens. She's battling, and I had no idea that there are laws on the books in the state of Missouri that allow you to have up to 6 chickens if you have a property that's bigger than 2/10 of an acre.
Yeah, so why is she fighting to keep her chickens?
Well, because her homeowners association put up their own rules. Yeah, so those things start to happen. People go, wait a second. Why is that happening? This shouldn't be happening. So anyway,
gotta love an HOA.
Well, oh my gosh. Who has the worst HOAs?
There we go.
Who has the worst HOAs? I know somebody who's had it with the Winghaven HOAs and what they do to people who have situations that are going on. Literally, the Winghaven HOAs.
We could do a segment.
Oh, we might have to do that.
Love your HOA, and then just talk about horrible HOAs throughout the area.
But here's the thing. That can also be a thankless job, right?
Sure.
I'm trying to be kind. I'm trying to be all-inclusive for everybody. Do you need HOAs?
I think in some cases, in some
I think
areas,
you do. There
yes.
are times you do. That's where it's like, but I've dealt with some HOAs and I was like, oh my gosh, really? Do we have to do this? Do we have to do that? The rates seem to be going up all the time. Are they really helping? If anybody wants to defend HOAs, jump on the line. 855-282-8255. Once again, 855-282-8255. But I hear more with people complaining about HOAs throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area than I do people praising them. Do you agree with where I'm going with that, Pro Joe?
Yeah, I don't see people, going around wearing I love the HOA shirt,
I love the HOA shirt.
I mean, that would be good merch right there. We need
HOA or die.
We need some Arch City Now merch.
HOA is my co-pilot. Oh my gosh. Poor Shelly Tippett. All she wants to do is raise 6 chickens. They're collectively known as the bootleggers. She lives out in Windswept Farms. It's in the Jefferson County portion of Eureka. She's been threatened with fines, liens, destruction of her coop, and legal action, despite the state of Missouri. That's right, the state of Missouri passing a law that gives her permission to pasture the chickens. I do know families who raise their own chickens.
Okay, so I gotta ask you, what's the name
Chesterfield,
of
Wildwood?
What's the name of the neighborhood?
Windswept Farms.
Windswept Farms doesn't want chickens.
Well, the HOA
Farms,
she says, and then her coop was allowed. It was vandalized on May 9th. So some of the chickens got out, and the homeowners association got upset. Police came. They got the chickens. They put them back. See, the HOAs can still adopt what are called reasonable rules on chicken ownership, such as restricting roosters. But she can still have up to 6 chickens on a lot that's at least 2/10 of an acre or larger. So, the HOA sent its first correspondence with the subdivision's guidelines on chicken ownership to Tippett in October, and another letter citing her for not complying with the policy in November.
Hey, HOA, if it's a garden or chickens, leave them alone.
Tippett, the chicken owner, said the policies do not allow for the safe pasture of chickens, specifically saying the cramped coop required under the HOA's rules would lead to chicken fights and disease. Can't have that. But so I do know some people who raise chickens, and the state of Missouri allows for you. And then, of course, here's where the problem is. Homeowners associations get involved, and then they'll say reasonable. And then if you have a problem with homeowners association, then you have to go to court. Then you have to get attorneys, and it's an issue and a problem, right? Why are you laughing?
It's because chicken fights. Like, are they talking about like organized chicken fights where people are fighting them, or just that the chickens are breaking out in fights?
Well, I don't know. Tippett says the violations are 100% unreasonable and do not follow state law. So Tippett says she has state law on her side. The homeowners association say, well, we're allowed to make reasonable laws for ourselves. I mean, it gets kind of silly.
So unruly chickens is a good reason to make a law. Your chickens might break out in fights.
Well, Tim Tobin, the president of the Omni Management Group, which represents the Winsett Farms HOA, says its board of director members worked with a lawyer to craft their rules. This allowed the board to confirm the policy will align with the new Missouri law and the HOA's ability to adopt reasonable rules for the best interest of all homeowners. So she just wants to raise her chickens. Six chickens.
Why do people raise chickens? For the eggs.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
Let the people eat their damn eggs.
I don't know. I mean, you're out. It's not like you're in the city of St. Louis.
Right.
That's for sure.
Windswept Farms.
It's the Jefferson County portion of Eureka. I don't know. Hey, guys, this is Arch City Now. We appreciate you from the chat line. We're told basically in 15 seconds, 2 kids stole my ex-wife's purse that was in her car and 20 feet from her door. Her Cardinal tickets were in it as well. They showed up to the game claiming our seats. Oh, what a great story. They got arrested. So viewer Greg was telling us, we're asked for stories of people getting things stolen. There was a situation that we can get a little bit more in the show. We started the show with it as well, where you had a defense attorney who left his car running while he ran in to get a Starbucks coffee over there by the Cheshire Inn and the Amico sign. Within 8 seconds, his car was gone. Boom, done, just like that. Have you had your car stolen? Have you had anything stolen? Listener Greg says, literally, it happened in 15 seconds. 2 kids stole his ex-wife's purse. It was in her car, 20 feet from the door. Cardinals tickets were in it. This is great. They literally showed up to the Cardinals game with those tickets that you just stole. And police were there waiting on them.
Real men of genius.
Yeah, no kidding. Also from the chat line, HOAs are where Karens go to retire. I'm really doing my best to give homeowners associations the benefit of the doubt. I almost see it as a necessary evil. I do. To do some things. But I'm telling you, all I hear are horror stories from HOAs. That's all I do. I hear them. I know somebody who went through a horrible situation over there at the Wing Haven HOA situation. People just got to be honest. You want people, you want to work with people, right?
A good HOA only intervenes when they need to, instead of making a bunch of laws just because they're bored and, hey, what can we do now? Oh, these people have chickens. Let's make some laws.
Well, you know what it is? It's because of the neighbors. It's people start to complain.
Right.
If they don't want chickens. That's exactly what happens.
I mean, chickens, they get rid of bugs. They get rid of spiders. They keep spiders out of your house, people. Leave them alone.
Can you repeat that?
Chickens eat spiders and bugs. There's more neighborhoods should have them because it will cut down on pests in your house.
Okay. And then people get upset about certain things. I mean, why? I don't know, man. It doesn't, I don't get it. HOAs, baby. They're here. We got to take a quick break. We come back. There was another story from the Eureka area. Let's talk road rage in the Lou. This is a segment that Joe is an expert in. We'll let him explain it. Plus a lot more. We'll get you caught up. Don't go anywhere. Like, subscribe, share the show. We are the Lou Information Station, live and on demand at LouInfo.com. I'm Vic Faust, back with more Arch City Now after this.
Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Jansen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes. Weekday mornings from 8 to 10. Only on the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com.
Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill has a new menu. But don't freak out. Hot Shots favorites are still there, like their famous wings, tacos, burgers, and pizzas. Plus, sure to be new faves like Big Philly egg rolls, the Bold and Hearty Slugger sandwich, the Buffalo chicken pizza, and 2 new wing sauces, Carolina Gold and Bourbon Glaze. And making a comeback, it's the return of Hot Shots' legendary waffle fries. So now there's even more to love at Hot Shots. Come try out the new menu at Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. Find the location nearest you at hotshotsnet.com.
Hey everyone, Cam Jansen here to tell you about the experts at Fast Signs in Earth City. Fast Signs can handle any and all of your business visibility needs, from traditional signs and graphics to digital to core graphics and anything in between. Fast Signs in Earth City has you covered. The station uses them, the Blues use them, and you will love the work they do. Call 314-344-4400 for your custom signage needs today. That's Fast Signs in Earth City, 314-344-4400.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. No names revealed as yet in that deadly wrong-way head-on crash Friday night on I-55. Police say they received reports of a Kia SUV entering the interstate going the wrong way from the Truman Parkway exit prior to the crash. A man in his 40s was pulled out of Big River Saturday at Rockford Park. The call came in about 5:30 p.m. Officials saying the man was not conscious and not breathing when he was pulled out of the river. He was taken to an area hospital where he is listed in critical condition. A man died while stuck in an industrial oven at a cereal plant in Perryville last week. Efforts to free him were unsuccessful. More than 100 Black-owned businesses took part in the Black Wall Street 314 Festival in North St. Louis Saturday. Sunday, more than 100 musicians are performing at a concert, a benefit hosted by the St. Louis Symphony Orchestra at the Fox Theater downtown to support tornado relief efforts. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com, I'm Peter Killeen.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. We have a cold front off to our west. It will stay pretty hot around our area today, though. A shower or thunderstorm possible. Mix of sun and clouds, and we're headed for about 90 and very humid. The heat index at about 100. Might get some showers overnight. We're in the upper 60s and then slightly cooler on Tuesday, sunny and upper 80s. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com.
Let's talk about your health insurance. There are a lot of reasons why people need affordable health insurance. But here's the bottom line. You know you need affordable health insurance. For you, a spouse, a family member, whatever. I'm going to give you a free hotline to call to find affordable health insurance that can cover all your health insurance needs in case you get sick or have an emergency. Plus, cover vision, dental, and more. And there are no long-term commitments. You can keep your plan as long as it's affordable and for the price of a cup of coffee. We're not talking about one of those fancy coffees. For the price of a regular cup of coffee a day, you can have quality, affordable health insurance. Call the Health Insurance Hotline for a free quote.
800-373-8414. 800-373-8414. 800-373-8414. That's 800-373-8414.
Fenton Bar and Grill, home of the best trash wings in the St. Louis area and the best servers in town. Fenton Bar and Grill is located on Rudder Road in Fenton, just minutes away from the soccer park. Open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., so anytime is a good time to enjoy Fenton Bar and Grill. While you're there, say hi to Chuck, the 2024 Mater D of the Year, and know you'll always be around people that love sports. It's a guaranteed great time at Fenton Bar and Grill. Learn more at FentonBarandGrill.com.
This Independence Day, honor and remember all those who fought and are still fighting for our freedom. This salute courtesy of Go Global Industrial Supply of St. Charles, family owned and operated, serving the community with integrity and pride. For hydraulic and air hose repairs, hardware tools, and all other equipment or hardware supplies, call 636-925-3145. That's 636-925-3145. That's Go Global Industrial Supply of St. Charles, proudly saluting our armed forces.
The Lou Information Station. Yeah, we're a talk station, but not your daddy or granddaddy or great-granddaddy's talk station. We're the new kids on the block. No, not those new kids, just regular new kids. Anyway, the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 online at luinfo.com. And we actually know what all of that means. Back to more of Arch City Now with Vic Faust on the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at luinfo.com.
Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Glad you're with us. Arch City Now, Vic Faust here. Pro Joe, our producer, alongside as well. What's happening in your neck of the woods? This show is all about St. Louis. We're here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. We take you into the top of the hour at 8 o'clock with Hot Take Central 2.0. It's Cam Jansen, the former Blue, and the current Cardinals broadcaster, Jim the Cat Hayes. That's their time every day, Monday through Friday. Hey, by the way, if you had a chance to listen to our Mizzou show yesterday, I hope you enjoyed it. Myself and Grant Salzman, we're here every Monday as well. Mondays, 10 to 11. We do the Mizzou show. Yesterday, we had on 2 Missouri Hall of Famers, Gary Pinkel, who I call the best head coach in the history of Missouri football, considering what he started with, what he dealt with, what he attained. And then my former teammate, Brock Olivo at Mizzou. So it was a really good show. We do it every Monday from 10 to 11 o'clock, bringing you everything when it comes to Mizzou and Mizzou sports. So love doing that show. Glad that they're there. Glad you guys can jump in. And of course, if you have guests that you want to see, let us know. You can let me know at archcitynow@gmail.com. Once again, archcitynow at gmail.com. I'm getting close to having to use the cough button. It's a brand new system over there. I just want to, I guess I'll have my intern go get me a water, Joe. No, I'm kidding. Stop.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm not going to ask you to go do that. I should bring another water in. Victor, you bring in 2 waters every day. Hey guys, it's going to be a beautiful day weather-wise. 85, sunny throughout St. Louis today. What's happening in your neck of the woods? We talk all things St. Louis. Lots of topics that we've gotten into today. It's very interesting because we talked about a guy getting his car stolen in St. Louis over near the Amico sign, Cheshire Inn. Literally took him 8 seconds. That was it. It's kind of like a little contentious, cantankerous morning of stories. Then a woman just trying to raise her 6 chickens, the bootleggers. They're called the bootleggers. And her HOA is giving her problems about that. There's a Missouri state law where you can raise up to 6 chickens in your backyard. If you're on an acre that's at least 2/10 of an acre large, you can have chickens. But then homeowners associations are kind of allowed to work within how big the cages are. I don't know.
Why are they calling them bootleggers? They're bootlegging eggs?
No. She calls them the bootleggers.
Oh, okay.
I think she calls them her bootleggers.
Gotcha.
I think that's what was going on there. And then we move into Joe's segment, Road Rage. St. Louis Road Rage every Friday. Give us your stories. I mean, seriously, this is a subject we need to do.
I definitely have stories.
But nobody ever says they were the problem, right?
No, I mean,
do you ever, has anybody ever admitted, hey, I was the problem? Yeah, it was my fault.
No.
Yeah, I was mean to somebody. It would be nice if somebody actually did that, because who of us have ever been perfect? At first it wasn't, but here's the issue. Like if I ever do something wrong, if I accident, we're all going to cut people off. We don't mean to, we're going to upset people, whether we realize it or not. Other people will get offended. Is it our problem? Some people go, F no, screw them. Those are like some of my friends. Everybody, whatever. But there are times where, I'll just wave my hand. I'll be like, hey, sorry. And I can't tell you more times than not, if I go, listen, sorry, people are then, it's like, you get the finger, you get work. Yeah. I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to say I'm sorry. It's like, so many people in life just, they want to try to instigate. They want to try to go after you. They want to create things. And then like, what kind of horrible lives are these people leading? Why do you get so upset? Don't get upset. There's no reason to get upset and cuss people to cut you off, right? Or is there? Or am I wrong because they could really hurt you or your family?
Right. Well, and the thing about getting cut off, if we're talking about that specific scenario, when you get cut off, if they slam on their brakes and you hit them, it's your fault.
That's a great point.
So that's a good reason to be
But if
mad.
somebody waves up their hand, is what I'm saying. Like,
right,
listen,
they're
I'm
admitting,
sorry.
taking accountability.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Why do you? There's no need for people to come back at you again.
Well, you might still get the finger from me, but
Of course
I'll
I
go on
would.
with my day.
Of course I would. Thank you for being honest. You jack. You jack.
I'm just saying, if somebody cuts me off,
You're a mean
even
mother
though
trucker, aren't you?
they accept accountability, you should take the finger and just accept it.
Okay. It's like, whatever. I get it. Okay. With that being said, have you ever had anybody road rage and then follow you? Projo,
Yes.
has this happened to you?
Well, I think you know. Yes,
It has happened
yes.
to you, huh?
Well, all right. So this was definitely a point
Can
where
we see you when you tell
Yeah,
us
I
the
guess we
story?
can do that.
Thank you. I love it.
But yeah, so this was definitely not me cutting anybody off or anything. This was somebody, like a group of kids, just trying to joyride and mess with people. We passed, long story short, we passed a truck. They basically paced us. I tried to get away from them. Their windows were tinted. We didn't know what their motivations were or what their intentions were. So we were just trying to get away. And I did some pretty risky maneuvers, and they did them as well. So it got pretty intense.
What kind
for
of
about
risky
7
maneuver?
or-
Dude,
Well,
what kind of risky maneuvers are you talking
passing
about?
people on the shoulder, trying
Damn.
to get away from these
Okay,
guys.
that's a big deal.
And they were right behind us following. So it got pretty intense for about 7 or 8 miles. They ended up rear-ending us. We ended
Oh
up
my
losing
gosh.
control. We came back like a fishtailing, and we hit them. They ended up in the ditch. We pull over and call 911. Turns out it's just some underage kids drinking and driving and terrorizing people on the road.
Wait a second. How do you know that they were drinking and driving?
Well, that's what the cop said.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
That's what
Oh, that's a
was
big deal.
reported afterwards. Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of a serious deal.
Oh, it's huge.
Well, the reason I was asking was because another story from Eureka. Go figure, it's the Eureka Day. Just been a weird, bizarre Tuesday, July 1st to kickstart the month. And the reason I bring that up and I'm like, okay, what the hell is going on? It's because there was a 22-year-old Eureka man who was arrested on suspicion of driving while intoxicated and alleged drug possession after he followed a woman who he said cut him off into a Walmart store parking lot over there at the Eureka Town Square. Okay, this is where it got interesting because he said this woman cut him off. So he's going to get her. He's going to follow her. No. Somebody catch you up. Why are you going to, what's going to happen?
Somebody
Have
could
you
get
seen
shot.
the videos
Right.
of people going ape hit on the road, getting out of their cars? Nothing good comes of that.
Mhm.
Deep breath, move forward. Don't get out of your car. Don't follow anybody because somebody like Joe will hit his brakes and try to cause an accident.
What are you talking about?
I'm kidding. Here's what happens. This guy followed her because this happened at 9:50 at night. It happened about 2 weeks ago. 9:50 at night. She was driving an SUV and she was afraid because allegedly this guy was following her. So she went to this parking lot of Walmart. She saw an officer. She drove up to the officer and said, "Hey, this guy's following me." The guy who was following her drove right up to the damn officer as well and said, "This woman cut me off." That's when the officer looked in the vehicle and saw 2 cans of alcohol.
Good God.
I laugh only because nobody got hurt. What the hell are you
Thankfully.
thinking driving up? So,
Mhm.
the woman said that he had been following her, honking her, making crude hand gestures, cutting her off on 5th Street. So the officer went, so the guy pulled up right to the officer. So he had talked with the officer. So that's when he started telling them this was a problem. And then he saw alcoholic beverages in the center console. One of them was open. He literally went there. So then he allegedly also saw a bag containing a white powdery substance. So he had some sugar with him. I mean, I like sugar.
I bet you do.
Okay. Yeah. So he gets busted. Man was taken into the police station where he was booked and released pending the application for a warrant. I mean, what are people doing? and I know there's road rage all over America. There's road rage in the St. Louis area. That's why I was curious what people's experiences might have been if they were sharing, if they've gone through that, if they had something like that that's gone. From the chat line, I was a passenger when there was stopped traffic on a highway. A jerk decided to drive on the curb. He got stuck behind a broke down car. So then he tried to force his way in, trying to get his car, and he was inches away from my door. And then he revved his engine to try to get in. Yeah, that sucks. There's no need for that. But everybody deals. I'm curious where it is. And are there, I mean, the road rage stuff can happen anywhere. I mean, it can be on a one-lane road to your house. It can be on the highway. I don't think there's a place where it can happen more so than not. Do you?
I would say a parking lot. Parking lots probably get a lot of road rage.
Yeah, you would know all the road rage. I forgot. You're Dr. Road Rage. Not that you're causing it, but you attract it.
Yeah. I attract it, and I see it all the time.
Oh my God. Because you have a video in your car. Does anybody else have a video in their car?
Come on. There's got to be other people out there.
But let me ask you this. Now that you've put the video camera in your car, and I'm wondering if people throughout St. Louis. Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
And then as soon as that battery goes out or it's not charged, then something will happen.
Or the memory card's full or something. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, same thing with the Ring cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it?
It's Murphy's Law. Is that
I'm just curious. I mean, where road rage is happening in St. Louis, where the horrible drivers are, what's going on because of that story that we were just talking about from Eureka, where people are losing their mind for people following them. I can't remember. I think I had a woman that followed me once. But it was many, 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 many years ago for a while. And that was it. But I literally, and people know me if you drive, I don't get upset on the roads. God help me today, please. I pray that I'm not tested now that I said that. The old Murphy's Law deal.
Better knock on wood.
I don't. I'm just like, there's no reason for it. Why do you get upset and yell and scream? There's no reason for it.
I think people are just looking for reasons to get mad at people when they're behind their wheel.
But sometimes we're frustrated too, like you said, the safety aspect.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. The safety aspect is a big deal. And that's one that I don't want to poo-poo on and make sure that everybody understands it's a serious deal. Because if you've been through accidents or people hit you.
Well, especially if they're doing something where it could cause an accident, where it could be your fault. That's pretty angering.
Yeah, those things can happen too. Yeah. I mean, we're a Midwestern town, and you don't want to get in. You don't want to get into arguments. You don't want to get out of a car, especially in 2025, because you don't know who's in the other vehicle.
And it is an open carry state.
You don't want to get out of your vehicle. Don't. If you did something wrong, all right, it's all good. Mistakes happen. Let's move forward. This is Arch City Now. I'm Vic Faust. That's the voice of Projo. Here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. If there's any stories or interviews you guys would like to hear, or niches that we should cover, things that we should bring to light throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area, you can email us, archcitynow@gmail.com. Once again, that's archcitynow@gmail.com. You can also stream us on X and YouTube, Arch City Now. Once again, that's on X and YouTube, Arch City Now. And when you stream us, you can join the chat line right there. It's pretty darn simple. Jump in on the conversation. You can talk with us. You can talk with others as well. Bring up stories, ideas, whatever you want from that standpoint as well. And if you want to join the show and talk with us, we have that opportunity for you as well. It's 855-282-8255. Once again, 855-282-8255. We got to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll recap the day's headlines, those stories that we've been talking about, some of those just bizarre things happening all around the St. Louis area. And by the way, if you have something going on this week when it comes to the 4th of July, please let us know. Fireworks, parties, you name it, or what you do. You like to share it, any sort of traditions. We love to share all of that here as well. We are Arch City Now. We are the Lou Information Station, live and on demand at louinfo.com.
Take control of your life and money once and for all. The Ramsey Show with Dave Ramsey. Weeknights from 6 to 9. Only on the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Summer in St. Louis means one thing: Cardinals baseball. It's more than a game. It's an STL tradition. The crack of the bat, the roar of the crowd, the boom of the fireworks. It's the soundtrack to summer for Cardinals Nation. So grab your cap and glove and take your spot in the stands. Because in St. Louis, baseball is more than a melody. It's our favorite song.
This is former Cardinal and Navy Lieutenant Mitch Harris. Salute those who serve. Join the Cardinals on Friday, July 11th for Military Appreciation Night, presented by Boeing. With a special themed ticket, fans will take home an exclusive Cardinals 40-ounce tumbler, honoring all 6 military branches. Arrive early for a powerful pregame concert by the U.S. Air Force Band on the Budweiser stage. And best of all, a portion of each ticket benefits USO Missouri. Get your tickets at cardinals.com/state. St. Louis Cardinals for the Lou.
This 4th of July, honor and salute the brave men and women of our military, past and present, who risk everything for our freedom. This salute from Southwestern Electric in St. Louis, specializing in electrical repair, wire installation, and electric installation or replacement. Call 314-776-5252, 314-776-5252, or visit SWECO1948.com. Follow them on Facebook. That's Southwestern Electric, thanking our heroes in uniform.
Join your fellow St. Louis City SC fans at Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. All St. Louis area Hot Shots locations are proud to be a part of City on Tap, presented by Michelob Ultra, the official network bringing St. Louis City fans and ice cold beer together. Catch every exciting moment of the 2025 MLS season at Hot Shots. Since 1990, Hot Shots has championed St. Louis sports, and they're thrilled to keep the tradition alive for St. Louis City SC. Find the Hot Shots near you at hotshotsnet.com.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. No names revealed as yet in that deadly wrong-way head-on crash Friday night on I-55. Police say they received reports of a Kia SUV entering the interstate going the wrong way from the Truman Parkway exit prior to the crash. A man in his 40s was pulled out of Big River Saturday at Rockford Park. The call came in about 5:30 p.m. Officials saying the man was not conscious and not breathing. He was pulled out of the river. He was taken to an area hospital where he is listed in critical condition. A man died while stuck in an industrial oven at a cereal plant in Perryville last week. Efforts to free him were unsuccessful. More than 100 Black-owned businesses took part in the Black Wall Street 314 Festival in North St. Louis Saturday. Sunday, more than 100 musicians are performing at a concert, a benefit hosted by the St. Louis Symphony Orchestra at the Fox Theater downtown to support tornado relief efforts. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com, I'm Peter Killeen.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. We have a cold front off to our west. It will stay pretty hot around our area today, though. A shower or thunderstorm possible. Mix of sun and clouds, and we're headed for about 90 and very humid. The heat index at about 100. Might get some showers overnight. We're in the upper 60s and then slightly cooler on Tuesday, sunny and upper 80s. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com.
Looking to get organized and support local? At St. Louis Closet Company, we've been designing custom closets and storage solutions right here in St. Louis for over 30 years. From walk-in closets to home offices and even pantries. We create personalized, organized spaces that fit your lifestyle and your space. Built locally and installed professionally. Call 314-781-9000 for your free estimate or visit stlouisclosetco.com today.
This 4th of July, remember the men and women of our military fighting for our freedom. This salute courtesy of 314 Sports Cards and Collectibles, your local one-stop card shop. See our large selection of sports cards, TCG, and collectibles. Chase the hits and break with us. Call 314-731-6441 or visit 314sportscards.com. That's 314 Sports Cards and Collectibles. Thanking our customers and proudly supporting our heroes in uniform.
590 AM, just like any other St. Louisan. We may go away, but we always come back. The Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com. Get your content when you want it, how you want it. LouInfo.com. back to more of Arch City Now with Vic Faust on the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at luinfo.com.
Hey there. Happy St. Louis. Happy July. Good morning to you. We're here every Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. Getting you started in the mornings. We love it when you guys give those shout outs to your breakfast places and your coffee shops and anything when it comes to the AM. That's what we do here. We get you rolling every week. Hot Take Central 2.0 coming up as well at 8 o'clock. Cam Jansen, Jim the Cat Hayes as well. They take you to 10 o'clock. And for a list of all the shows and the programming that we have throughout our network, you can go to luinfo.com. Once again, luinfo.com. If you want to get in on the phone, now is the time to do it. 855-282-8255. That's 855-282-8255. Final segment that we do, we go over a little recap of what we've been talking about this morning and anything else making some news as well.
Is it the final segment already?
Yeah, it's because
the show's gone by quick.
Yeah, because we missed a whole segment,
That's
Joe.
true. That's true.
Somebody forgot to turn Sonobus on.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take my middle finger.
Guys, we try to keep it lighthearted. We do talk about serious things, but it's everything St. Louis. What's moving the needle for you today and any day? If there's stories, ideas, interviews that you want to talk about, let us know. We'll make it happen, Captain. We'll do whatever it is. Just let us know. This show is about you, and we appreciate you guys streaming us on X and YouTube. That's where you can join the chat line. And of course, you listen to us on 590 as well. A shout out to a Metro East native. His name is Dalton Buse, B-U-H-S, Buse. How would you pronounce that, Projo?
What was that? B-U what?
B-U-H-S. Booze.
Maybe. Yeah.
Boos. He graduated from Civic Memorial High on the Metro East Side back in 2023. Now he's got a goal. His team does to raise $153,000 or $150,000 for Alzheimer's and to help fight it and to raise awareness about the disease. Well, he's part of a team of fraternity brothers that are cycling across the entire country. They started in San Francisco. That was May 19th. And they're going to wrap up in Virginia Beach. Think about that. On July 27th. What? Oh, that sounds sore. On a bike seat across the country. They're going to wrap up in Virginia Beach on July 27th. Awesome deal. Congratulations on him and everything that they're doing to try to make that go on. My gosh, that's like Forrest Gump stuff. Seriously, it is. From the chat line, didn't realize it was July 1st. Dang, 6 months already gone in 2025. Think about that. We're already, we're officially done with half of the 2025 year. If you haven't done what you wanted to so far this year, it's time. It's not too late to make something in 2025.
Feels like November of last year was just yesterday.
Oh, okay. I got you. I'm following you. There you go. It's been a fast 6 months.
It has.
Dang, it is. July 1st, 7:48 is our time. It's going to be nice and warm in St. Louis today, but not too bad. What a beautiful summer day. 85 degrees expected as the high. Lots of sunshine on this summer St. Louis day. July 1st. What are your plans for this week? By the way, 4th of July coming up Friday. If you want to get any shout outs out there, let us know if there's a fireworks special, a fireworks show that you're going to. Who has the best fireworks? Is there such a thing as the best? What makes it the best? Is it the length? Is it the amount of explosions? Is it the certain type of firework? Chesterfield, they told us this morning that they have a big show as they do their annual extravaganza Friday night. Those fireworks go at 9 p.m., but they have a lot of pre-party that happens starting at about 6:30. It is a really good one. I actually went to the Chesterfield one last year, which is ironic as well.
You know what does it for me as far as choosing where to go?
How close you can get?
Yes, how close you can get and how long it takes you to get out.
Oh, that's true. But you know what? Yeah. If you can, it's nice to stick. It's like you tailgate.
Yeah.
Tailgate pre, tailgate post.
Yep. Just hang out. Wait for it to disperse.
That's right. You got a vape pen, right?
Not if I'm driving, though.
No, Joe, I'm just thinking about you, man.
Right,
That's all.
yeah.
I got you from that standpoint. I'm glad you guys are with us. As you see, we like to have fun. Just promote everything good, positive, happy throughout the St. Louis area. Cardinals, not so much last night. They got shut out 7-0 by the Buccos. Pittsburgh Pirates beat them. And the Pirates started early, first inning home run. And it was all they needed. Cardinals only had 4 hits on the night. They're 3 games now behind the first place Chicago Cubs. They'll get back at it tonight. Paul Skeens, Olivia Dunn's boyfriend. He's one of the best pitchers in Major League Baseball. If he's not the best, he's definitely the second best in my humble opinion. He's going to the mound to take on the Cardinals. They don't usually score a lot of runs. The Pirates do when he's pitching. That's a good thing. So hopefully the Cardinals can get something done and beat him. I think they might have beaten him already this year, or when he started. So Cardinals trying to get back on track after sweeping the Guardians. That's going on tonight. Tomorrow night, St. Louis City SC's home soccer stadium will be used by the United States men's team. That's an exciting event. It's actually a meaningful game being played in St. Louis. It's not a friendly. It's the Gold Cup semifinals against Guatemala. The winner will go play for the championship of the Gold Cup against Mexico or Honduras. So 6 p.m. is the start time over there, Energizer Park. Be interesting to get over there, check out some soccer if you want. They've got a good brand. Not all the regulars are playing, or at least what you would assume to be the starters, the world-class starters, but there are a few, including their captain, Adams, and some others. So that's good to see. You can see some of the young guys who are playing pretty well in this tournament and getting the job done, at least getting them to the semifinals. 13th straight year, I believe that is, 17th overall. World Cup, by the way, next summer, coming to North America. So the United States men's team trying to put it all together. Some of the headlines that we talked about today, the 911 system not working so well in St. Louis. And I've heard about this before. When you're on the border of St. Louis City and St. Louis County, it's so ridiculous to me. If you're standing underneath the Amico sign, the iconic Amico sign, in the Richmond Heights area, and, right there by the Cheshire Inn, Basso, guy went in to get his Starbucks coffee, literally left his car running. I know you shouldn't do it, for 8 seconds, and it still was stolen. And then a 27-minute 911 call later because police couldn't figure out if he was under the jurisdiction of St. Louis City or St. Louis County. And he was a defense attorney. Fortunately for him, he did have a tracker on his vehicle. He was able to find his own car after filing a police report. He found it in Jennings. So at least he got his car back. It was dented up, plate stolen, center console stolen. It was taken out. They thought that might have been where the tracking device would have been, but he got his car back. He can go get that fixed. All is good. But literally, it only took 8 seconds for his car to be stolen. Ran in to get a cup of coffee from Starbucks. That's it. I hate to hear about that in St. Louis, but I guess it's 2025. We have to keep our head on a swivel all the time.
Gone in 60 Seconds doesn't have anything on the crooks in St. Louis.
Bring those video cameras to the Lou, baby. Woo! We'll promote our city. No. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. At least nobody got hurt. Grateful for that. Also, a family from the Metro East over at, it's just a sad story over at State Park Place. We talked about it a little bit yesterday morning. Monday morning about 1:30, right before 1:30, their house exploded. Everybody survived. I mean, they have some serious injuries, burn injuries, but the family was telling Ameren for days, listen, we smell gas. We smell gas. And sure enough, the house exploded. Thankfully, everybody is alive from that standpoint. We talked about the One A&T Center. It is one of the 8 largest vacant towers in the world. That's right in St. Louis, standing 588 feet tall. It was built in 1985. The price tag then was about $205 million. You had a company that came in and bought it for like $3.4 million a few years ago. So they've got some plans to restore it, which is great because, we don't like to see the things that are happening. You don't want to see a big building like that. It was built in 85, downtown, 1010 Pine Street. So Business Insider did their survey and called it one of the 8 largest in the world. So the group that took it over, that's trying to do something with it, bring something positive, which is very, very good, is the Goldman Group. So they purchased it. I said it's 3.6. I said 3.4, but they bought it for 3.6 last year. And they plan to add some amenities such as an observation deck, which could be really cool. Indoor pickleball, 600 apartments, 600, and a movie theater. So, trying to make something good there down on Pine. See if that has some staying power.
There are houses in St. Louis that go for more than $3.5 million. And there's how many apartments? 300?
600.
600 apartments going in.
Yeah, 600 apartments.
That's crazy.
No, it is. It is to me as well. You're right. Yeah, so we'll keep you posted from that standpoint. Last week, Mizzou's own Brad Pitt had his house burglarized. It has to be inside jobs, right? I talked about this earlier. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, lots of professional athletes, NFL players, Brad Pitt, they're getting robbed.
Could be an insurance thing.
Oh, yeah. They need the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they need the money.
Hey, how else are people getting in these highly secure houses?
It blows my mind. I don't know,
Right,
man.
Right.
I'll give Brad a call after the show.
Yeah. Get to the bottom of it.
He'll give me the lowdown and let me know what's happening. We need to get him on the Mizzou show that we do on Mondays. Seriously, have him come on and talk some sports. Yeah, I'll give him a call. I'm sure Brad will call back and we'll have a great show. Yippee-ki-yay. Brad Pitt on the Mizzou show. I'm already calling it into existence. Can't wait from that standpoint. Guys, by the way, we're here Monday. Oh, and MASHED. I mean, we're always talking about it. It's MASHED, the company or the group publication called MASHED. Guess, I'll give you 3 guesses. First 2 don't count. Guess what was named the best franchise restaurant in the state of Missouri. You already know it. They win everything.
Really?
LC, baby.
LC.
Lion's Choice. You eat it every day.
Okay.
Don't you eat it every day or about
Mostly,
every day?
yeah. I eat it quite often, yeah.
Lion's Choice, another award. Go figure. I don't mean to dumb it down or not give it its... No, but we're always talking about Lion's Choice.
Yeah.
We try to promote everything that comes through.
Love the LC.
When it comes to St. Louis, by the way, guys, we're here Monday through Friday, as we talked about, 6 to 8 a.m. Love it when you guys jump in. You can do so every day on the chat. You can do that on YouTube and X, where you can stream us. Let us know what's happening in your neck of the woods. It's everything St. Louis. What's moving the needle for you in whatever area you want to talk about. We cover it all, as you see. You can also stream everything about our show and the entire network. You can do that at luinfo.com. Once again, luinfo.com. We take you to 6 to 8 every morning, Monday through Friday. Hot Take Central 2.0 with the former Blue, Cam Jansen, and St. Louis Cardinals broadcaster Jim Hayes. They take things over from 8 to 10 every day as well, Monday through Friday. And if you have any questions, if there's interviews, if there's topics, if you want to get involved in our show, you want to do it from a business standpoint, show people that you are an expert, we have the platform to do so. If you're an expert in your niche, if you're looking to grow your business, anything from that standpoint, that's what we do here. Let us know. You can email us. That is ArchCityNow. Once again, archcitynow@gmail.com. archcitynow@gmail.com. Also, if you have stories of any kind that you want to promote with us, ideas, we'll do it. We'll talk about it. We'll do it. It's always about just trying to move the needle. This show's about you guys. That's why we appreciate you guys jumping in the show as you do every day. And we'll do that. Greg says, Carl Edwards of NASCAR, Columbia, Missouri native. Yes, he is. I met Carl Edwards a few times, had a chance to talk to him. Also from the chat line, 44 floors, 24 elevators in that AT&T building, the one AT&T building. 44 floors, 24 elevators. Wow. What else do we have? Oh, was it Angelina from the chat line? No, it wasn't Angelina who was stealing from Brad Pitt. Okay, she got enough elsewhere.
Yeah,
and she didn't need any.
She could have hired somebody.
She didn't need any.
Maybe there's some jewelry he had.
Guys, thanks for joining us today. We are the Lou Information Station, live and on demand at luinfo.com. Arch City Now for Projo. I'm Vic Faust. Guys, have a great day. Happy July. Hot Take Central 2.0 next.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page, The Lou Information Station, 598